Audrey Puente is here with our forecast, and I guess when you start the day at 10 degrees, 22 is like great news.
It feels warm. Yes, because we've been slowly rising up the thermometer over the last few hours. So right now we are at our recorded high temperature for the day of 22 degrees. After an earlier this morning we were at 10 degrees, so that did start off pretty cold, and all of these numbers are below where we should be for this time of year. Right now we're sitting at 29 in Islip. It's now 31 out towards East Hampton, 25 in Belmar, 21 in White Plains. Still holding on to the teens though in Poughkeepsie and in Sussex. It's 12 degrees in Monticello, and all of these numbers are running a little bit warmer than they were at this time yesterday. Our winds have our attention for sure. They're running between 10 and 15 miles per hour, but we do have gusts as high as 29 in Islip. Also in Bridgeport, it's 18 mile per hour wind gusts being reported up towards Poughkeepsie. So that's making for wind chills in the single digits in parts of the area like Bridgeport and White Plains. It feels like 11 degrees in Central Park, 17 in Islip, but 0 is the wind chill in Poughkeepsie, and we're below 0 over towards Monticello. All right, here's a look at the radar. Things are starting to improve across western sections of our area. We're starting to see clearing working into western New Jersey as well as eastern Pennsylvania. Same thing for the Hudson Valley and now across the city. But we're not really out of the woods just yet, because with temperatures falling below 0, staying below the freezing mark, we're going to see any wet surfaces refreeze overnight. So watch out for icy patches late tonight as well as into tomorrow morning. Now, the bulk of the system is moving out into New England, but on the back side of it, we're going to get another rush of cold air and the potential for a couple of more snow showers as we start off the day tomorrow. We still have the parent low sitting off towards our west. The coastal low is going to take over, but still we're leaving in the chance for a shower or two in the morning in the form of snow, and that's why the Weather Service is extending the winter storm warning right through 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The rest of the nation, relatively quiet, except for the deep freeze. We have very cold weather that has worked down from Canada all the way down to the Gulf Coast region. In fact, most of Texas was below the freezing mark today, and right now the high temperature recorded in San Antonio at 32 degrees. There's a wedge of mild air happening here across North Florida. Miami was the place to be today with a high of 82, but it's right here where we're also catching some severe weather. There was even some tornado threat happening over towards parts of Mississippi and heading towards Alabama earlier today. In the meantime, back here at home, it's been about the snow, the sleet, and the rain that has been passing through the region. Again, we're starting to see some improvement working through here, but as I mentioned, on the backside of the system here, we still have another pulse of energy to get through, and this one could throw back a couple of snow showers, adding to our overall storm totals that we've already been experiencing. Now, the most likely places that will get this snowfall is north of the city here, but we could see a few flakes flying in the 5 boroughs and across Long Island. I think most of New Jersey will be in the clear, but it's really in the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, and Long Island where we could see more snow showers tomorrow. I think they'll be light, though. We're not going to see the heavy bands that we saw across the region today. We'll break into some sunshine. We'll see it before it sets tomorrow night. Then things go mostly clear. As we go into Tuesday, we'll have plenty of sunshine, but then we're going to be into the deep freeze where temperatures are going to stay below the freezing mark for much of the upcoming week. We could see a passing snow shower off to the north, but that's about it. It's definitely going to feel a lot like winter this week. Tonight we're dropping down into the 20s and teens, pretty much where we are right now. Tomorrow's highs below freezing across most of the area. We're only at 21 on Tuesday, but factor in a wind and it will feel more like the teens. We stay very cold through the week. In fact, our high temperature on Friday, only 19 degrees. Tina, Arthur?
Some sun's on there.
Audrey, thank you. Now looking forward to that deep freeze, that is for sure. Well, this storm leaving its mark as it travels across the United States.
Right, and tonight about 1 million utility customers find themselves without power.